I quickly present my experience and everything. I am Dr. KANDHA Kumar. I worked in PhD in biotechnology, and then I worked for my PhD thesis is related to calcium, calmolene, stress related, both and pastogen related the trees, how they react if fungus or disease comes, how the reaction goes. So today I am going to talk about the sustainable production of agarwood and understanding the molecular mechanism of the agarwood formation. It's like, yeah, agarwood is everybody known, like it's one of the expensive in the world. So far the plant material is one. It's the pure agarwood, like the cost of the wood cost like more than like the oil is more than 40,000 USD. So far is one of the longest, highest paid the chemical in the world, plant material. Like the agarwood, like there is a Aquilaria genus. There is a many varieties available. Around 23 is recorded to the botanically. But however, in the agarwood farm, we grow agarwood malacensis, agarwood krishna, and then sinapsis. It's geographically is like Thailand and then distributed like krishna. And Malaysia and Indonesia have a malacensis is wildly is growing. From soil to oil, the nursery, we have the key business of the agarwood is started the inoculation. Once the inoculation is successful, then only you get the good A grade oil. So the nursery plantation is like currently like the plantation business module. We have to grow agarwood like around 5 years. It will reach like circumference like 43 centimeter and then 50 to 18 feet height is ready to inoculate. So the key success of the business, once you identify the correct partner to infect the tree, then only you will get the A grade oil. It's not like an easy joke to something like we can everybody can grow agarwood, then easily can inoculate, we can get A grade. Not like that. It's getting the agarwood A plus grade is like getting Olympic gold medal, like that. So we have to scientifically understand how the function reacting occur in the inside the plant. Next slide. Yeah. This is so I have my postdoctoral study like 4 years I was done in the National University of Singapore. I have done how the molecular mechanism is interacting to express the gene. Is all the plant is happen. Once the pathogens comes, immediately the secondary metabolism to produce that to stop the invention. So here the mother nature of wonder is like totally the perfume. It's give the perfume oil. Next slide. Yeah. We have if you need, then I already told you my presentation success to find them. So we have around 30 type of fungus is infecting the agarwood during the agarwood formation. There is 8 members of the fungus is the only that play the major role up to first day to until 2 years. It will that fungus always present. If that fungus present, is also depend upon the infection and the grade. So we have to be successfully if you want to get the fungus to infect correct time, correct dosage, and then get the good oil. The next slide. Yeah, the AWK is developed that 3 type of inoculation. So we have one was the bamboo stick, another was directly dosage to the tree, another one is the pasting method. So each methodology and the function and get the byproducts is different. Once you get the oil, we have to the different type of inoculation, and the pasting we have to inoculate different. So we have a also the how we sow like how we can also started to young plant like 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, the different age, how the infection going on too. We also control, we check the different age, how the agarwood formation occur. We have a time course study like how the things like we can find out like we can see either it is 2 years can inoculate or 5 years it inoculate or 10 years is the good period. So identical is like 5 years to the growing tree, and then we can inoculate, we can get the good grade of the 18 to 20 months we can harvest the tree and process, we can get the good oil. Next slide. Yeah. This is also the agarwood formation is like quite slow process. It's not like immediately. So you have to be comfortably like we have to infect the correct fungus to the correct bark region, then the xylem and phloem packets, the infection slowly form the opposite, the systematic aquatic resistant genes. those genes are those is involved to produce the secondary metabolic to produce the agarwood formation. Next slide. So AWK is prepared his own inoculum. We have currently like a small like a R&D lab. We try to our own like recipe. Like we have currently we find out it is working the regionally specific. Like if we have a agarwood in India, we have to make the recipe for the inoculum for the India specific. So far there is a nobody produced. Everybody says the universal inoculum. That does not work for that our research. We already have a 10 years past that the R&D to find out the which is the good compatible to inoculate the infect the tree. So we find out the regional specific how hydro distillation and the steam distillation. Hydro distillation means is the raw material inside the water, and steam distillation means the downstream the water should be down and the raw material should be infected. The agarwood the raw material should be upper part. It's depend upon the methodology and get the agarwood oil. Next slide. Yeah, as per I already told you, like everybody thinks agarwood oil means immediately he can get it like the GC, like it's the blood test, like we can analyze the true things. Like if it goes to UK market, they have to produce to give the high grade quality of oil. So the people have blindly thinking any agarwood oil have a high expensive. It's not like the A plus is our target, because we are working the key people. How they get the A grade is the key of the inoculum. It's depend on we can distinguish like now the CIT certificate everything we can geographically we can know the material is suitable to our country, our soil, the species is compatible to now we have a DNA barcoding system. They have a chloroplast DNA isolated and then identified. It is highly is nowadays like DNA barcode is like familiarizing the high technology to find out the identify. It is come from wild forest or it come from your sustainable, because now this is the important to find out your material is DNA barcode technology are useful for to identify that certify your product. Next slide. Yeah, that already I told you. This is the agarwood, rose, agarwood, like many product they coming. Also we have all the things like right now the people are using the burning agarwood charcoal. We have already launched the first time the agarwood charcoal related soap and flavors that we are Middle East and other countries like next. Yeah, this is our KAFA, like our we trying to find out that how it is going, like harvesting and the distillation. After distillation, what going to do? Like there is a lot of byproduct. You can agarwood fiber. Then making like pillows. They starting to making the pillow for agarwood. Like there is a plenty of opportunities available to the agarwood to make the easy to launch in the market, and then you can get the high value of the from the agarwood. There is 18 species already is there in his garden. You can find all kind of species. Like I was quite surprised. There is no any government organization. We cannot find it at a time 18 species. I was quite amazing. So these things like we can identify the marker like we can easy to identify the mark analysis DNA. Even we can make the DNA bank. So future people can. Thank you for welcome. I'm sorry I already take a long time. Thanks.